The following is a presentation of TFNN. It is now time for the Diagnostic Trading Hour with your host, Darrell Martin.
And I got Lou from Fairfield, Connecticut, man. How you doing, Lou?
I'm doing good, Darrell. And I got to tell you, you're not just blowing hot air out there. I think the way you look at the market is terrific. You're a nice guy as far as over the TV. All the research you do, all the homework you do, I truly appreciate it. I appreciate your view of the market. It's awesome.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Darrell Martin.
All right, folks, going back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. Let's check out where the markets are right now. We got the S&P is up 6 points. We got the Russell up nearly 2 points on there. Now we got the NASDAQ up 4.5. The Dow is up 77. Looking on over at our metals, we got copper pretty flat on the day. Gold's moving pretty huge, down 1.5%. So we got to bring a chart up of that. Check that out. Things moving along. And let me see. I'll get one going in the background while things are loading on up. And let's see here. We'll flip on over to gold and get that up. All right, so we got gold. We got a corn is up a point, a little over a point right now. Not a big move in corn. Soybeans moving 5 points. About 0.5% move right there. Checking out our Forex markets. We got the pound dollar down 11 ticks. We got the euro dollar up 11. The euro pound's currently up 16. The dollar CAD's down 20. Dollar franc down 20 pips on the day. Dollar yen's currently up 6 pips. Pound yen's up 3. Euro yen is up 17. The Aussie yen is currently up 7 pips on the day. And looking at the dollar index, pretty quiet, pretty flat right now. Just up, barely anything, basically flat. And we got the 30 years up, almost 0.25%. And I'm going to see if I can find any trades on the day. But if, we'll pull up a few different charts, see what maybe pops up in front of us that we might be able to take advantage of. And if we can, that will be awesome. I'm going to load one more chart up over here, get that going. And let's check out our news plan. We haven't really done a review on the news trades this week, so we went through and we got them all set up. Just so you know, I am going to be out tomorrow, so flying out to San Francisco and going out to the money show out there. So feel free to email me if you want to meet up. But I'm going to be out there and meeting with some other traders I know and checking on some new, exchanges and stuff that are coming out. And just staying in the loop on what's happening in the markets. All right, so let's go ahead. We'll pull up our news trading plan. And we'll go in and pull up Forex Factory. We got the Jackson Hole Symposium is kicking off today. I talked about that earlier this week. And said, make sure you got your financial juice flowing right there. Because it's a nice little, free, easy website that if any kind of headlines come out, there may not be a whole lot come out today, but if anything does come out, it'll be there. You'll see it. The big things are going to be happening tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going to be having Yellen talking. She's scheduled for 10 a.m. And then Draghi's going to be speaking at 2:30. So definitely be aware of those speeches. They may be massive market movers like 2 years ago. Bernanke rocked the entire markets. They may be non-events. But either way, you need to be aware of them. So, you just, have your fingers a little closer to the button or just take the day off or, whatever. However you like to play those kinds of events. Anyway, so we got a few things coming out. We had a few things already come out this week. I just wanted to do a little review on it because, like I said, I haven't really got to review the news trades with you this week. And we'll put that on our list for today's show. See if we can get that done. Let's see here. Okay, so we got gold is moving pretty nice. And lots of good trades on there. Lots of good momentum scalps. I know Trader wanted me to pull up a gold chart, so I was going to see if I could pull that up for him. And so right here, we go and just focus on this current hour. And it got some good movement. I noticed that happening on oil as well, just this big solid up and down movement. And the only thing I can credit it to really is Jackson Hole stuff coming out. But anyway, so momentum scalp's really a simple trade, and looking at it over here on gold, market's flying on up. We're actually past the deviation levels. We're starting to fly back up now, and the market has established its own new deviation zone. This is a unique day where you're past the deviation before the day even starts. And a lot of times I tell people, hey, don't add on to trades after the deviation level. And that's true. I wouldn't add on any more trades like right here unless I was, like doing scalps or something. But I wouldn't even want to do that like at this point. These are so fast. This is lightning fast. All this activity, all this movement happened literally every bar. I mean, this is pretty nuts. But like this right here, every one of these bars happened in 1 second. So all that move, like 15 plus points move, happened in a second. And yeah, definitely wouldn't be trading that. But after things calm down, I mean, basically you have a whole new deviation move set for the day. You're down here, you're past 2 deviations, you broke it, and now you're just trading the markets like normal again. I mean, you have to sort of forget that you're at a deviation, and now you have to look at like now 3 is like your deviation level. And you can actually see, I guess technically it shows that we're at 2. So right at a 2 from high to low, just from where it gapped out. Went a little bit higher than that at one point. What this is going to tell you is, like, okay, well, if 2 is the new 1, okay, because 1's down here, that's where this black line is, and it's actually showing 2 deviations now. If 2 is our deviation level now that we're looking at on the high to low for the day, then as I approach that 2 deviation level, that's where I'd back off. Because we're clearly through the 1 deviation level. We haven't been up there for quite a while. We're down here, and the market's basically just oscillating between the 2. So how does the trade work? Well, basically, when volume exceeds expectations, go short. That's simple enough. And so I'm going to keep an eye out, my movements down here to go, okay, when do I stop going short? And I'm going to stop when I get to about 180%, because usually it's 80%. So in this case, 180% of a deviation move is probably when I want to back off on these trades. Now, I can go probably about 190 because I only have 10 tick bars instead of 14 tick bars. They're a little smaller. But 180, 190%. So what does that mean? Well, when a bar closes down, this is a diagnostic bar. It's like a Renko bar, but it's a lot better. When a bar closes down and volume exceeds expectations, I sell 3 ticks below the low of that bar. So as long as the market goes 3 ticks below the low of that bar. So right over here. So zooming in on this one for you to make it a little easier to see. So right here, we're going to sell 3 ticks below the low. Remember, stop right up here at the high. So in this case, it'd be like a 13 tick stop. And then we're going to take, so we're entering right here to go short, okay? And then we're going to take our profit. This is a scalp trade right there, okay? Basically right before that bar finishes. And we literally rinse and repeat over and over again. And again, I got to watch for that about 180, 190%. If I'm on a smaller tick size, I could potentially look at that. And so our last entry is going to be based on that, pretty much this bar right here. So let's track all the entries. We got an entry here. We have an entry here, and our last entry is on this bar. This is the final entry we can take. Okay, so right down here, final entry. And then we're going to take profit, basically the bar after we enter. So if we got in on this bar, we'd take profit on that one. On this bar, we take profit here. On this bar, we take profit here. And it's basically just keep going down. Okay? And that's our trade. So 4 trades right there. And we're making about 70 bucks a pop. So on 4 trades, that's 280. That's if you just did 1 contract. Of course, it could be, if you did 10 contracts, it could be 2,800. Comes on down, it hits that 2 deviation level, and it starts popping back up. If we want to add on more trades, we can. So we got 1, 2, 3 trades right there, obviously highly exceeding expectations. We can go in on that trade, and that trade. And then we're taking profit here, and here, and there. You just barely would have got that one. Let's see, what we got a high. Let's check out what the high is on this one right here. Oh, actually, no, it would have been right here. So we're okay. And then this one, I don't think it quite... Let's see if it triggered. Yeah, 1392, actual 1236. So it did not break. So therefore, we didn't have an entry on this bar. So there's 7 trades right there. Now we're starting to go back down, but again, let's go and let's double check. Oh, we're right at that deviation level. We don't want to add in on the short side. So we're glad we're not. Also, check out volume just dying. It's just dead. Okay, so nothing's happening. It's a flat hour. Volume starts to pick back up, and it's going back off of that deviation. I like that. So volume's picking back up. I got more trades going on right here. We got 1, 2. Let's add to them here. 3, 4, 5. I mean, they just keep going. How many are we going to have here? 6. So 7. Still going, huh? We'll watch it. Eventually, we're going to get hit. So I can tell you that for sure. 8. And then, 9. And now it starts falling back down. But we got some room to go back down. Right? Because now we're about like 1.5 deviation there. So now we're going short here. Here. Let's see here. 3 ticks below each bar there. Falling this thing down. Just constant momentum scalps. I mean, you cannot have it easier than this. Okay? This is all day. I need to quit. I don't know why I'm making this so hard on myself. Go to drawing tools and say, stay in draw mode. It's a lot easier. Click, click, click. Actually, I need to delete a couple of these. Let's see here. Now I got to turn off draw mode. Let's get rid of that. Let's see. That one's correct. Let's get rid of that one because we weren't exceeding volume on a couple of these. And then we're getting close to that 90% level. Let me double check just so I don't add any trades I'm not supposed to, even though they worked. Right? We like those, but can't add them, can't cheat. And then we got, take profits. And we'll go back to stay in draw mode again, make life easier. Let's see how many of these worked out. We got one there, profitable. Thought I had it set. Do it again. Drawing tools, day. All right. And then we got one here, 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 here. And let's see that one. Let's see what the high of the bar was. See, the high was 1279.9. It's got to be higher than that. What was it? 1281.9. That was 1281.4. It's only 5 ticks. Okay, so these last 2 would have been losses. Right there. Not too bad so far on the day. And we'll track out the rest of the day. Let you see how did the day go in gold. Doing momentum scalps. And we'll add it all up. Stay right there. We'll be back after this.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, the Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com. We've just launched one of our best Tiger Dollar sales ever. Right now, you can get a 40% bonus on any Tiger Dollar purchase through Sunday, August 24th. That's right, a 40% bonus. If you're a current subscriber, then this might be the easiest 40% you can make all year. And if you're thinking about subscribing, then get your Tiger Dollars now with a 40% bonus. They never expire and can be used for any TFNN product or service. For all the details, visit TFNN.com and lock in your 40% Tiger Dollar bonus today. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
With the launch of Tiger TV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, David White, Larry Pezzamento, Andy Hecht, Thinkorswim, or Darrell Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing. Darrell takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
All right, folks, going back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. And so just looking at this, obviously doing pretty well there. And comes out to 18 wins and 2 losses. And if we took on full losses, meaning we didn't tighten our stops, and you can tighten your stops on the trades, but if we didn't tighten our stops, and we look at the total profits on the day, then let's look at how that comes out, okay? If you took full losses, so we'll go, okay, we took 10, 13... 14, we'll say 14. So times 2. Okay, so we lost 28 ticks on that. That's never fun, but, that's part of trading. And this is about a higher probability strategy versus, you either have to have the probability or the profitability in your favor, one of the two. There's 28. Now, if we go in, we go, okay, let's say we're just averaging, we'll say 7 ticks in profit on the other ones. And we do 18, that's 126. So basically, in short, we're netting, 126 divided by, 126 minus 28. Go over here, 126 minus 28. That's 98 ticks, and not too shabby. And so if we go, okay, well, that's $980 at $10 a tick. And let's say, okay, well, but you got to factor in your commissions, right? So let's just say, I don't know where you do your brokerage at, but where I'm at, it's, less than $4, but we'll just go with $4 around turn. So we had 18 times 4. Let's see, that's round turn, so 18 times $4. So that's $72. And that allows us to enter at a net of what? Let's go in here. Net profit of 980 minus 72 doing single contracts. So not too shabby. Now, things that you can do. You can tighten your stops. So when the market's moving up and the bar closes, tighten the stop. That will make it a little better. Another thing you can do is you don't need to trade all day long. Okay? You don't need to take every single trade. I'm showing you all the trades, but you don't need to take all the trades. So, I mean, it's sort of like, if you, I don't always like using the Vegas pieces here, but if you go in and you just keep playing at the table, eventually you're going to give some back, right? So eventually you're going to give some back. And one of the wisest things you can do is once you get to a certain point, just stop. I mean, that's it. Okay, just stop. Take your profit, take your money off, and walk away. And let's see here. I'm trying to make a little note for myself. Just I like to record stuff as I'm going. And but I mean, take your profit. Go. What is my profit goal for the day? And do you need to keep going and keep going and keep going? And it's one of the things I see traders struggle with so much. They go in and they trade all day long. And they get up in their account and then they get down in their account. And they get up in their account and they get down in their account. And more often they end up down at the end of the day because they just keep trading. And if you can just learn to have a profit goal, such as what I like to use is I like to use a 5% goal. So when I hit, if I close a trade and I'm up 5% on my account for the day, I'm done. I stop. Okay? Now, if I'm up like 7%, I have an option. I can stop and collect 7% and walk away. Or I can say I'll risk 2% of this, but not the 5% I made. And that allows me to reward myself for doing a good job trading. Okay? And I mean, doing a job of trading well, good or bad. Reward yourself with stopping either way. I mean, whether you're down or up, making sure you stop. But so, hey, you hit your profit goal in the first 30 minutes of the day. Awesome. Rock it. Leave. Stop trading. Okay? You don't need to go make $1 million today. Just consistently make income. And, well, I want to make more money. Well, that's fine, but you're not going to do it by trading all day long. You're going to end up giving more back than you're going to end up making. And there's a way to make more without having to trade more. We'll talk about that. Stay right there. We'll get back. We'll go over it when we get back after this break.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Andy Heck's powerful weekly newsletter, the Technomental Commodity Report, has delivered multiple triple-digit winning trades in recent months. And right now's the perfect time to get a full month-long trial to Andy's newsletter with no obligation to pay anything. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you'll lock in the low rate of only $59 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Darrell Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his diagnostic box spread analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Darrell Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads.
Who says you can't take it with you? TFNN says you can. With your mobile device and TFNN's live radio streams, TFNN has put it all in the palm of your hands. No special apps to download. No subscription fees for live radio or Tiger TV streams. We say you can.
Now let's go over to the dollar, because the dollar is going to be the generator. It is the generator of basically higher dollar, lower market. And what the dollar has done, and this whole uptrend, folks, has just gone sideways. The way it works, folks, is this.
We say you can. The Tiger Financial News Network. Smart investors and professional traders know you can. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
All right, folks, going back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. So basically just going through what you really want to do is when to stop, when to take your money off the table and walk away. And, you know, if you have, like, say, a 5% goal, let's say you have $10,000 in your account, you make $500. Okay, well, after so many trades, you know, after about 8 trades, making $70, 9 trades, you're going to be, getting there. And so once you make your $500, you stop. When you close that last trade, if you're up above 5%, then you could, if you want to risk additional amount to keep going, you can, but don't ever let it drop back below the 5. Well, how do I make a bunch of money? Well, you need a bigger account. You don't get a bigger account by over trading. That's how you get a smaller account. You don't get a bigger account by over risking. That's how you get a smaller account. It may work for a little bit, but it will backfire. I guarantee you it will blow up on you, okay? Let it grow. 5%, and obviously nobody's going to tell you you're going to make 5% every day and never take out money, and there's not liquidity issues and all that. But just to understand the simplicity of the power of 5%, if you make 5%, and let's just say you did that 5 days a week, and you did that 4 weeks a month, and obviously I know you're not going to make it every day, I know, okay, but just, I want you to hear the power. I want you to get the power of it. It's not about you're going to do it. It's about what it actually has the ability to do. 5% is just $50 on $1,000, okay? It's not much. You make 5% a day, that's doubling an account in a month. Well, if someone were, and this is a big if, but if someone were to take 1,000 and they were to make 5% a day, okay, then over the course of less than 1 year, they could take $1,000 and make 5% every day. They double it, and then at the end of the next month, they then do 5% of $2,000. And the next month, they then do 5% a day of $4,000. Okay? So not compounding every day, just once a month, reset your 5% on your beginning balance of the month, and your net result is you'd actually bring $1,000 to over $1 million in less than 12 months. You're going to have losses. You're going to have withdrawals. You're going to have liquidity issues. So I'm not telling you you're taking $1,000 to $1 million in that period of time. But, I mean, I have trades that I set up. I have one trade I set up. It's been going for a few weeks. It started off with 2. I think it's at 15,000 now. And that's in a matter of 2.5 weeks. That's a lot more than 5% a day. Okay? So I'm not going to tell you it's impossible or not possible because I see accounts grow very fast. I'm not going to tell you you're going to do it. But what I am going to tell you is you need to learn one simple rule. Okay? You need to learn how to stop trading. And that sounds so weird, but like we all want to make money so bad we just keep going and going and going. And this is a good day, but what I can tell you right now is if you would have stopped, you may have actually made more money. Because let's say you stopped on these trades, and we have, like, this is the little screen I had up here a second ago, and with all the trades. But what if you would have stopped when you were up, let's just say, you know, I guess $500. Well, you wouldn't have taken that hit, and this one hit wiped out like these next 4 trades. So like these next 6 trades were basically like they didn't happen. Okay? So if you would have stopped a little bit earlier, you would have given up some of these profits, and you would have been done a couple hours earlier in the day. You would have done at 10 instead of like 1 or 1:30. So 3 hours of your life is yours now. And you wouldn't have went through the losses, which were psychologically do hit you. Okay? And maybe you wouldn't have made $900. Maybe you only would have made, $500-$600. But you made it, you did it in an hour and a half, and you stopped, and you went and had a life. Okay? And you were disciplined. And you have money to come back with tomorrow. And as that account grows, that 5% gets bigger. So this month it's 500. Next month, maybe it's 1,000. Okay? Because you're doing 2 contracts. It's not that you're going to keep trading until you get to that. It's you're going to increase your size. Okay, within proper risk management requirements of the position. And I don't know, it's just it's one of those little lessons that I harp and harp and harp on. It's like learn when to stop trading. One of the best traders that's ever taught me how to trade, he trades 1 trade a day. And he's an old guy, he gets up a couple hours, watches the markets. He has the same trade. The man does the same trade every single day. And I'm not allowed to teach it to anybody. I'm not allowed to do it. So it was, one of those. He taught it to me. But he does the same trade every day, and he's profitable about 80% of the time on the trade. And but he'll do 20, 30 contracts, and he'll basically go for about a point move, and he'll make some decent money, or he'll lose. And if he loses, he's done. And if he profits, he's done. And like I said, he watches the market for about an hour and a half. He gets all set up. He gets in the mode. He knows exactly what time he's going to execute. He waits for the trade to happen. He executes it. He spends about 2 or 3 hours on trading. Then he goes back to bed. He takes a nap. and then he enjoys the rest of his day. And he's just like, I'm too old to watch this, and I'm going to have a heart attack if I watch it all day long. And, and he just learned that the longer he traded, the more he gave back. And he got very good at a few things, and he just does it in size. And I'm not saying that you should be rushing to that. He's been trading for, 50, 60 years now. But, you do need to have the concept of you need to stop. You're going to give it back and let your bigger profits come from more size as your account grows. And don't be too quick to grow it. Like I said, once a month I reset that number. I don't do it every day, okay? But, it's just a few, simple tips. And you'll learn those lessons one way or another, or you won't. You'll be burnt out. But if you learn them now, it'll save you a lot of money. Let's see. What else we got here? We got a couple other things. I guess we were going to go over the news. So I'll bring that up. And what do we got here? I want to pull up one more piece. Just to make sure we got that down for you. all the little pieces done. And okay, so let's go ahead and we'll look at the news report. And I want to make sure, I want to say there wasn't anything I saw coming up this weekend. I want to make sure already, since I won't be here tomorrow, let's do that first. Got about 20 minutes here. We got some time to check. Let's see. We got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Okay. So Sunday, nothing. Monday, bank holiday in Britain. So make sure you got that one on your report. Let's see. Let me check new home sales. What do we got here? Let me see if I got anything on that looks like it's worth trading. And we might. See, last report. Let me compare to my last one that I sent out. That's at 10 a.m. So if I don't give it to you now, you won't have it for next week. And let's see here. I want to look at the last report, and then I want to compare it to the last release. So how it came out. The last release, what do we have on movement? On new home sales, it looks like we were... We got our, like, basically did our plan work. Oh, our plan worked beautifully last time. Okay. It was very nice. Okay, it moved like 5 ticks from the release. Okay, so we're going to go with the same plan, but we're actually going to tighten it up because I've been tightening more and more of these as we've been going, because I've been noticing that just the way that the strikes lie, the way it works, if it's too wide, it's not going to work at all for you. And if it's too narrow, then of course you'll get hammered. So you got to get that, it's that perfect balance. If it's too wide, you won't even get filled. And so we have the 35. We're going to drop this one down to $25. So we're going to do U.S. new home sales on the euro dollar. We're going to be entering at 9 a.m. for a 11 a.m. expiration. And we're looking for a $25 profit on the trade. Minimum profit. That's an iron condor on Nadex, where we're going to buy the lower spread and sell the upper spread. Okay? Again, be aware, pound Britain is going to be on holiday, so that will affect euro pound. That will affect euro a little bit. It'll obviously affect the pound dollar and the pound yen. So those would be the direct impacted currencies. Really nothing happening Monday night. Got a few things Tuesday. We'll go over that on Monday. But we, I don't see, BBA mortgage approvals. I don't believe I have that in my list. No. And the other ones are going to happen in the morning, so we have time to cover those on Monday afternoon. Now, for the trades that we had this week already, then let's go in and let's look at, let's see, we had today's release. We'll pull up this one. It's a simple trade. And it's where the expectations met. That's the main thing I'm looking for specifically on these trades, is was our plan correct? And I did a webinar with Nadex where I was talking about how to trade the news, put all that together. That was a beautiful MVP trade. Look at that, it's launching up this morning. But going on over, and I just talked about one of the things is you want to know what to expect from the news. It doesn't mean you're always going to profit on that, but it does help you be one step ahead of the markets. How far should you expect the market to go? And what can you do to take advantage of that? How can you profit from it? So all those little pieces, you want to have that down. It'll help you in all of your trading. The more you learn how to read it without having to try to guess. So I'm not about guessing on the news. I'm about literally having a very solid, consistent plan and trading that. All right, so on this trade right here, we expected, as long as I got that current, which I believe I do, all right, we expected the euro dollar to move 20 pips. It actually moved a little further than our expectations today. It moved 24 pips. So that would have been like a $4 loss on an iron condor. Nothing major there. But because we just moved 4 pips past. That's a beautiful thing. Like if you're doing a butterfly, you could have got hammered on that thing. But on a Condor, you lost $4. Now 40, 400, whatever. I mean, even on 100 contracts, $400. So, anyways, and if you would have made money on it, you could have made, on 100 contracts, you could have made $2,000. So, not a bad scenario there. Moved a little bit further than expectations. That's if I have my timing correct. I can go and let's see what was the close. 32.83. Let's see. Let's make sure I'm right. Maybe it wasn't as bad. 32.83. That brought it down. And what is our open on the 9 a.m. bar? Or the close, I guess that's closing 9. So 32.61. What do we have in here? 32.61. Okay. They moved 22, so you lost $2. So not a bad trade at all. Not a great trade, but I mean something that didn't damage you, and you'll be able to come back tomorrow on it. But it was right within the expectations. We're expecting approximately 20 pips, which we do expect a few to go outside of it. We expect more to stay inside of it, and I mean that's going through a lot of different stuff that came out this morning. So still not too shabby of a trade. And how else could it have helped you? Okay, this is the one thing I'm always talking about. Well, we expect it to move up 20 pips. That also happened to be right at the expected range high there. Would you want to be adding on to euro dollar at this point? Well, whatever system you have, no. That's the expectation of the movement. It's done. Tighten your stop or take your profit or look for a potential reversal or, whatever it is you want to do. But don't expect the market just to keep flying right past that level because that is the expected move on that news report. I mean, it broke it by a couple ticks. Nothing that would have made it worth staying in longer on any kind of trade for. So that could help you, like I said, in a lot of different ways, just knowing that expectation on the news. And that's why I like to go through these expectations for you. And it means I don't expect it to move probably more than 20 pips, and usually I expect it to move a lot less. So if it does move the expected move, we really are assuming that it's done at that point. Let's see here. You could do iron condors. One thing to probably need to add this in on our unemployment claims is you don't just have to do euro dollar. You can watch everything. I mean, as many things as you want to watch when the unemployment claims comes out. You could look at pound. You could look at indices. You could look at gold. You could look at whatever you want to, and just watch for spike strikers. So I'd definitely change that up to a variety of markets. And potentially you could do an iron condor as well for going from 8 to 10. We could look at that. That's another trade that we do have. So on the unemployment claims. But if we go right here and look at the 8 to 10, which is the other trade that we had, expired right about there, moved about 4 pips. So on that one you made, if you got $25, which was our profit goal, then you made $21 on the trade. So you lost 2 and you made 21. You netted 19 ticks. I say bucks, but ticks is probably the best way, or pips, whatever. And you can multiply that times whatever size you did in the position. So not too shabby there. We had a few other trades this week. We had Frank trade balance and oil and a couple other releases. We'll look over those. And that'll get you caught up for the week. Stay right there. We'll be back after this break.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor, Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
We're We're told to follow our passion and everything else will fall into place. I hope that's what each of you are doing each and every day. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com, and my passion for technical analysis is what led me to the most fundamental discovery in pattern recognition, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator, market scanner, and trading strategy. A set of tools that identify the momentum and power of the trend, the likes of which have never been seen before, for every market and every time frame. Yes, folks, the trend is your friend, unless you're on the other side. New to technical analysis? This is the place to start. And experienced traders take advantage of the trend like never before. Experience the power of the Rhodes Momentum Indicator each day, available to subscribers of my newsletter service, Mastering Probability. I guarantee your satisfaction for the next 30 days unconditionally, so there's no risk to you other than being on the wrong side of the trend. Mastering Probability, available on the homepage of TFNN.com. And folks, live with passion.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Join David Dwight as he keeps you up to date on the latest tech stocks while he uses his Power Law Vector Indicator to identify the best trades. The Power Trading Hour, next on TFNN.
All right, folks, going back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. We're just going through the various news reports that came out over this week and the plan that we laid out and how they worked out. So it was like today went pretty well. We got one other trade we can go check out. Let me see here. If I got a 5-minute up, I can just pull. Might be a little easier. And let me get that one on the screen. 1 second. We'll load it on up here for you, okay? And then let me load up my template. Makes life a whole lot easier. I love templates. It's the only way you can do this stuff in any decent amount of time. And that's when we'll get natural gas, because we had natural gas inventories coming on out today. And we had a couple things. One, it stayed right within the expected range. You can see right there, it popped up, popped back down, just broke out the expectation by a little bit. And that's the notice how that expected movement gets real big. Well, it happens the same time every week on Thursday. So it's pretty easy to calculate that one out. And what the trade that we like to do on this, we love to do spike trackers when possible. Prefer a breakout. So we didn't get the breakout, unfortunately. It did move the expected move. So an advanced trader may have hopped in and said, you know what, move the expected move, got a spike. Things just going sideways, I'm going to go ahead and buy the in the money. Newer trader, best to set aside. But nice thing is the spike did call it. Market did pull back. We got one a little bit later in the day right there at 1 o'clock. Spiked down, broke it, broke above the high. Running on up right now. Obviously a profitable trade closing out here in just the next few minutes. beautiful spike strike right there on natural gas. So, good trade. Anyway, so that gives us natural gas for the day. We had oil inventory yesterday. Let's go ahead and check that one out. And let's see, what do we have? The trade balance on the Frank, had a few USD releases, and the Euro current account. So we'll map out these trades real quick to see how they came out. Weekly oil inventory Wednesdays. So got back up a day here. And a little noise. Let's see, what do we got? We need to be looking at the 20th. And there we go, oil inventory time. So really not a big mover. It was a low oil inventory report. We had a spike tracker to the upside. It said, hey, go short. It broke below the low in the 5 minutes. Boom. Stayed on down there in the money. It did pop up. But the in the money trade, if you did it based on the bar there, in the money profitable. But stayed on down flat. Then we got 15-minute long. 1, 2, 3. Did not break the high. No entry on that trade. Good thing, no entry on that trade. So we didn't hit the expected range either. So we didn't have expected ranges in our favor like we did on natural gas. All right, that's the oil inventory report. Looking on over at the dollar franc trade balance. Pull that one up and look at it. That report came out on Wednesday evening. And we were looking at an 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. expiration. Ideally, a $30 profit. Sure, that would have been a little bit difficult. Let's just see if we got at least the expected move. And let's see, that was last night. So here we go, right there, 11 to, not last, let's see, it came out at, okay, that'll be Tuesday to Wednesday night. All right, so we got 11 p.m. over here, right there. And then we got to pull that over to 7 o'clock. Okay, so we got 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. A little bit of a move. What do we got? 21 ticks. We're expecting less than 30. So 30 ticks expectation on move. And it looks like it might have actually moved up 30 or close to it. But it pulled on back down, stayed inside that 30 tick range. Maybe about 25. And that's all the time we got today. But looks like the new trades did well. At least we got you the good news plan and know what to expect. And good week overall. Good trading week. Profitable week. We had one too. And I will see you next week right here on the Diagnostic Trading Hour.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
You're watching Tiger TV.